So in this section of the course, we're going to go over understanding your state, mind, body, and beyond. Your state is the overall condition of your mind and body. It influences your performance, your mood, and your decisions daily. It's a powerful blend of your internal world and external experiences. The role of thoughts in your state, they shape your perception. So your perception is your version of reality. Thoughts create the lens through which we see the world. So we're projecting our reality with our thoughts and our ideas and our opinions about things. It drives our actions. So our thought patterns determine our behavioral choices. So if you're constantly positive all the time, or you can change your states where you're positive, your choices will reflect that. And the same on the other end, depressed, sad, if you're in that lower vibration, what they call lower vibration, your actions are going to be lower choices. So it's going to be, I'm going to give in to this addiction, or I'm just going to lay in bed, or I'm just going to take these pills, or I'm just going to do this, or I'm just going to do that. So it drives your actions drive your choices, creates outcomes, both positive and negative, yields different results. So over a period of time, you see this, and I like the way this pyramid that I've set up, basically, so it starts with your perception, and that drives your actions, and then that creates your outcomes. So it's this progression that you get based on where your state is. The impact of feelings. Let me get this down a little bit. The impact of feelings on your state. Your feelings shape your physiology. The emotions trigger hormonal and physical responses. Then your emotions spread. Emotional contagion affects group dynamics. Your mood affects performance. Happy states enhance creativity and problem solving. Whereas if you're in a sad state, you're going to be very restricted. You're going to be in the saddest moments, you're not going to be very productive. You're not going to be able to problem solve. You're not going to be able to create things. Stress impacts focus. Negative emotions narrow attention and increase the errors that you can have. So that's one impact of your feelings on your world. The body's connection to changing the state. You can do power posing. Amy Cuddy's research shows expansive postures increase confidence hormones. 2 minutes can change your biochemistry. Tony Robbins teaches about this a lot too. So it's basically like power poses like that, or doing like this, standing up straight, not slouching. There's so many different poses that you can do, and you can just move around and just kind of move your body a certain way. We're going to have this a lot in our classes and our courses, where we move our body a certain way, we do certain things, we do certain poses to change our body to where we can change our mind and our spirit. It all connects together. So we're going to have so many things that we do to change our body, to also change our mind, to change our subconscious mind, to change our spirit, and it all molds in together. So your movement affects physical activity, releases endorphins, and changes brain chemistry. Even brief movement improves mental clarity, reduces stress hormones, increases energy, and enhances cognitive function. So you increase your brain function just by moving around. People that are playing sports all the time, they're going to have clear, more focused minds than somebody that just sits around and sits on the couch or plays video games and doesn't work out, doesn't get their body moving. I do a lot of office work. I do a lot of like different things online. I have a marketing agency that does 6 to 7 figures a year. I have this coaching program that I'm working on and building up and helping others with so many issues and improving their lives and being able to manifest the lives of their dreams. And I have to sit down a lot. And so it's important for me to get up. The more I've gotten up, the more I'll go out and shoot some hoops or go to the lake a little bit for a few hours every once in a while, or go hang out with my wife and just go outside and enjoy the beautiful patio that we have, or just doing whatever. We take breaks and do yoga and tai chi and all these other things, stretching, exercising. That's important. Breath is a regulator, so we are going to teach this a lot in changing your state. So breathing, different patterns, doing breath work, doing diaphragmatic breathing, doing thing like you can look up Wim Hof. You can look at, I'm going to have classes be added that are going to have different breathwork sessions. Most of them will have free ones and we'll have the advanced ones. But an example would be box breathing. So you inhale 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, then hold for 4, repeat that. The Navy SEALs have used this for stress management. So you'll instantly calm yourself down and change your state by doing this for about, you could start with just a minute, move it up to 2 minutes, and then just keep doing it over and over again. And deep belly breaths. So place hand on your belly, breathe deeply into the diaphragm, feel the expansion, and then breathe out. That activates the parasympathetic nervous system. So that gets you in a state where you're calm and everything's balanced. Research shows, Harvard studies show, regular breath work reduces anxiety by 30%, improves measurable after 2 weeks. So improvements are measurable after just 2 weeks of doing this, sometimes even sooner, but they'll just keep getting better. Me and my wife have noticed just improvements in our marriage just doing it daily. And it can improve all areas of your life, whether it's mental well-being, overcoming obstacles, improving your life, overcoming addictions, whatever it may be. We've noticed we've manifested more the more breath work that we do. Your focus is the mental spotlight. So where your focus goes, energy flows. And energy flows to what you pay attention to. Distractions cost you tons of mental resources. They deplete it. You only have a certain amount of mental energy that you can give. And getting distracted by all these different things. Pornography is a huge distraction. Video games, a huge distraction. Sitting there watching movies all the time and not learning anything is a huge distraction. You're not able to focus on more than one thing, and you're doing all these draining activities, and it's just going to make your life go down. You have mindfulness benefits. Regular practice strengthens attention control. So you'll constantly, the more mindful you are in doing positive things with your mind, the more that you'll be able to take these steps up the ladder of life and improve the quality of your life. The interconnected state. So your thoughts, your mental patterns and self-talk are connected to your feelings, their emotional response and moods. Your body is your posture, your movement, physiology. Your breath is your breathing patterns and awareness, and these are all connected together to create a coherent, better life and being able to change your state. And your focus, your attention, direction, and quality. So all these things blend together and they all affect one another. So you want to make sure you have all these things dialed in. And that's what this course is for. And this is kind of like showing you the interconnectedness of it, and then where you take a deep dive into each one and each one of the different sections. And there's how to do a quick reset. So we're going to have tons of little resets that you can do. You'll take basically just shaping your state, practical tips. You'll take little like notes of like your state throughout the day, and you'll keep a journal. You start with 5 minutes of breath awareness. Notice thoughts without judgment. Set intentions for your desired state. So that's in the morning. You'll do some morning breath work and do morning awareness and just, are you breathing shallow? You don't want to breathe shallow. You don't want to be, are you panic breathing? Most people throughout the day are panic breathing. If you're going through something, if you're going through, especially if you live in a city and you're dealing with um, road construction or traffic and you're getting road rage and you're going to be breathing faster and shallower. And your work, if your boss is getting on you and there's just all this stress, or you're getting fights with your family or your wife, take a 2-minute movement break, stretch and walk, practice 5 deep breaths, reset your mental focus midday. So you can do this multiple times a day. You don't just have to do it midday like it says here, but you can do it anytime that you're noticing things are off, your state's kind of dwindling. You want to check in. The worksheet that we have attached to this class at the bottom will have a check-in, and you're going to check in. You're just going to keep a journal of how you're feeling in all these different areas, so you can kind of check in and make sure that things are going, that your state is in the proper place, so you're not getting caught up in anything. Your evening review, you're going to reflect on the state transitions in your journal, what triggered them, and how did you respond, plan improvements for tomorrow. So if you made mistakes today, you're going to plan improvements for tomorrow. You're going to continually improve yourself little by little with all these state, if you had a moment where you just had a slip up, you had an anger issue and you screamed at somebody and you shouldn't have done it, or you went and did something you shouldn't have done, or you gave in to temptations or addictions, or you noticed a negative thought just creep in and you got real fearful, anything, whatever it is in your situation, you're going to want to improve it little by little every day. You don't have to take big jumps, and it's okay to take a little bit back, but you keep improving it every day, and you'll notice as things just get better and better and better. And that's what we're here for you in this community and in these classes. And then if you need any help, just reach out to me and I'll be glad to help you in your journey. Thanks.